A refundable accommodation deposit is the lump sum value of a room in residential aged care. Essentially, the service provider or the facility sets a RAD on that room. You can pay that RAD via a lump sum payment or regular daily payments called a daily accommodation payment, or you can do a combination of both. One thing to remember with the RAD is once it's fully paid, you generally can't get the money back out of it until you leave the facility. A refundable accommodation deposit paid with entry prior to the 1st of July is fully refundable, and it comes under the government guarantee. The daily accommodation payments are based on a maximum permissible interest rate, or MPIR, which is set by the federal government and is paid on any outstanding portion, which can be some or all of your RAD during that time. Any money paid as a daily accommodation payment or a DAP is not refundable to you when you leave the facility. Paying your RAD has the benefits of reducing your ongoing daily costs or regular costs to be in residential aged care compared to your daily accommodation payment. Think of it a bit like purchasing a right to live in a property versus renting that same property. And essentially you have the same, a similar sort of outcome when you think about that. So you can deduct some, if you part pay your RAD, you can deduct some of the payments, your DAP payments, your daily accommodation payments from the lump sum paid, but that will just reduce the amount that's refundable to you at the end. It will also slowly increase the amount of the daily accommodation payment payable. From 1 January 2025, the maximum RAD payable has increased from 550,000 to 750,000. Some facilities charge less than that and some facilities charge more, but where a facility would like to charge more than 750, they do have to obtain permission from the federal government to do so. From the 1st of July 2025, there will also be a retention amount introduced of 2% per annum up to a maximum of 10%. So from the 1st of July, RADs will no longer be fully refundable.